Hey, this is Cringer63, and this is episode 2 of Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave. A couple notes: I did enable one mod for the remainder of this, and that is a mod that allows all DLC music to be played regardless of your culture. And I figured that'd mix things up a little for us, give us some different tunes to listen to while we're playing. And the second note is much more important, in my opinion. We are High Chief Ott of Estonia, and my original episode 1 game was lost. My intent was to continue episode 2. A special event popped up before I could hit save, and it was an event that spawned troops for us, and so I left the game running while I had to go do something. That something turned into something big, and I was gone for like 6.5-7 hours. I came back, and the audio was not working in the game, so I can't record without any game audio. That'd just be ridiculous. And well, when I tried to save, the game crashed. So we had no save for that, so I had to recreate it. So everything is exactly the same for High Chief Ott of Estonia. The traits and the ratings and even his wife, when we got back in, it was all able to be recreated. The only difference being is that we had a carousing event popped up, and we went carousing with Chief Illimar here, and he got a new nickname out of it as we got in a fight. So we'll try not to make that mistake from here on out. I was able to make a save game, and we're okay. So let's jump in and start. We're gonna do things rather quickly here. Episode 1, we set up our council. They're all doing jobs. Our chancellor's over here in Novgorod, and we are a tribal government. Our become king of Finland is our aspiration, and that is one of our big goals, this ambition. And that will be one of the first things we're looking to early in the game here, and it'll drive us and help us expand early on. Down below is de jure land of Finland, but this guy is probably a little too big for us to pick on. He's got 2 counties himself, and then 2 vassals, 2 chiefs under him that both have troops themselves. So it'd probably be a bad idea to pick a fight with him at this point. That's what I'm thinking. But not only part of the de jure Finland, but also part of Estonia, or should be, and might I say will be part of Estonia again, is Ingria. So we're actually gonna start the game here, and right away we're gonna jump in and declare a de jure claim on Ingria. We're gonna declare war with that as our excuse. Bring up the war. We're gonna call in our tribal vassal, raise our troops, and we're gonna head right over. Of course I will honor my obligation and answer your call to war. Chief Illimar, you're too good. Unfortunate circumstances forced me to cancel the bout of carousing and merrymaking that we had planned. We will have to make up for it when times are happier. Until then, Chief Illimar of Narva. Well, apparently we had plans before my war. Really, he shouldn't be unhappy with me. I'm the one who called him up the war. Hey, Chief Illimar, you want to get over here? Thank you, sir. And as we head over here, I'm going to change this out real quick. We are going to go with Alar as my commander. And we will go engage the levy of Ingria, Chief Otti's men. We got a river crossing penalty, but we should be fine. We also got a first autosave. That'll be nice. No more mistakes, huh? And done deal. Victory. If you notice, this is one of the... Hold that thought. I have been spending more time with my wife, Amo, lately. And though, of course, we did not marry for love, I can tell it is growing between us. Ah, marital bliss. We both like each other more. So, as the Ingrian army retreats, you'll see one of the new Conclave features, Shattered Retreat. So instead of just jumping over here and kind of chilling out with low morale, they're going to keep on running and try to build that morale up. I'm just going to let them run. So one of two things will either happen here. He'll either stop in one of my counties and foolishly try to siege it if he can, which he is not large enough to do. Or eventually he'll turn around and come and sit back outside of this county. So in the meantime, we're just going to siege. We're just going to go ahead and start sieging. We have a war score of 19. We'll see how much higher this gets us, and if we need to go chasing after him after sacking the tribe of Ingria, then we'll do that. We're down to just a few more periods here. It's minus 14% morale every 12 days. And the morale is almost gone, which means we've almost won. Looks like he's trying to siege my capital, my main county. And that gives us the victory, not only in the siege, but also 100% war score. So that right there is a quick battle. We enforce our demands. Chief Ott, High Chief Ott, becomes Chief Ott's new liege. So he will stay in control of his county. He's just, he's working for me now. High Chief Ott will gain prestige, which continues to go up, from war contribution. So we're going to enforce our demands and take on over with that. The Estonian-Ingrian de jure war over Ingria has ended. High Chief Ott of Estonia has won. So we're going to click OK there. We're going to actually dismiss our levies. We're going to zoom back out a little bit here. We're going to look. We are still wounded, by the way, which is a -1 on our health, -1 martial, -1 combat skill, personal combat skill. Our prestige is going up 2.37 a month, so hopefully we'll be out of the negative here soon. We're -21 right now. If you recall, our marriage cost us 200 prestige, but she was worth it. She's a genius. She's got decent stats, I suppose. Good diplomacy and stewardship. And she is young and fun, if I do say so myself. And I am High Chief Ott, so I do say so myself. From here, let's take a look at our tribes, our county capitals. We have enough gold to go ahead and start building an Earth Hill Fort or a Market Village. Market Village is going to give us a tax income increase of 0.5, while the Earth Hill Fort will give us a levy increase of 5% and a fort level of 0.25 increase. So we're going to go ahead and build the Earth Fort for 37.4 gold. Leaves us with 21 left. Let's take a look around the world here. Not a whole lot of movement quite yet, is there? No. Although we got a little, the Arwadid. They got some action going on, don't they? What do we have going on, boys? Defending against Emir Al-Julanda the Old. And a de jure war going on down there. And looks like some action here in India. Oh my goodness. How's that for Crusader Kings 2 for you? I am speaking in tongues, screaming obscenities at random times. Most often when the shaman preaches, and am sometimes lying on the ground writhing in pain, or in apparent pain. I seldom remember these things, and people believe me to be possessed. Be gone, foul demon. I have gained the trait possessed. Oh my goodness. So, possessed, this character experiences frequent violent episodes, speaking in tongues, spitting and insulting those nearby, as if possessed by evil spirits. Okay. Personal combat skill +1, attraction opinion -10, same trait opinion +5. That just made Chief Ott so much more interesting, I do believe. So, we're going to be possessed. Thankfully, he's also been spending more time with his wife, Emo, lately, and though, of course, they did not marry for love, they can tell it is growing between us, because she just, she's got a thing for possessed men. She does. She can't help it. She just can't help it. Well, hopefully, yeah, she's a little turned off by the possession. So, hopefully this will overcome that, and we can still have a child or two. So, successor nomination, title loss on succession. None of this stuff can be taken care of until we have that child. So, Novgorod over here. See, and all my neighbors are going to like me even less because once they get to know that I'm possessed, they're just not going to be fun. My moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I sleep too little and can't seem to stop worrying. This is a lot of pressure. And now we are stressed. We are off to just an awesome start. Chief Ott is going down in history, whether he dies today and the game ends, or we make it through this storm of Crusader King craziness. I think there's one way to unstress him and release his possession, and that's to look for another target. So let's check out Kakasalmi and Chief Amma, who is probably weak enough for us to take. He has a pact, but it's a non-aggression pact with his wife. I love non-aggression pacts with your wife. I wish I had a non-aggression pact with my wife. Yes, and if you watched my stream, you've heard me say that joke. Sorry. It's true. I mean it. Anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and declare war. We're going to push forward and try to quickly expand again. So let's declare war, subjugation. Subjugate. Pagans are allowed to subjugate other pagan rulers once in their lifetime. With the become king ambition, which we do have, we wish to become king of Finland. There is no such time limit against those who control titles within the kingdom. Free men are always willing to follow the mightiest ruler. My liege, my mission to Novgorod has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of High Chief Radoslav of Ilmen, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are, and he sends his regards. Your humble Chancellor, Kwapo. Kwapo's over here in Novgorod to try to make these guys a little more happier with us, because they're kind of big, a little scary looking right now. This early in the game when we were just 2, now 3 counties. But yes, let's declare our war of subjugation here and get going again. I think we'll call our vassals in once again. Start heading over to Ingria. Of course, I will honor my obligation and answer your call to war. Thank you, Chief Illimore. I appreciate it. We can unfortunately not join your wars at this time. Yeah, Chief Otti. I'll let it slide this time. I understand he's a little grumpy. I just kicked his butt. Our Earth Hill Fort has been built in Kelvin. We're going to go ahead and jump across the water here and take on the army of Kuro. Kakasalmi. Actually, no, we're not. They're going to leave. Bye, guys. Are we going to catch them first? April 29th, May 4th. Nope, they're going to get out of there. Well, they actually have the county capital, and they have a temple. The Temple of Revola. My liege, since I've arrived in Calavan, there has never been a shortage of soldiers reinforcing the troops stationed there. Excellent. So levy reinforcement rate in Calavan is up 50%. We're going to go ahead and siege this first. See what that puts our war score at. The morale is dropping at 11.6% every 12 days. So we're about halfway there. Just a little bit longer. Maybe I'll bump up the speed, get us through it a little quicker. Oh, my liege, my mission to Novgorod has so far been a success. Well, you know, you told me once, Quapo, you told me twice. You're doing a good job, buddy. Victory as we siege the tribe of Kakasalmi. And we're going to go ahead and continue our siege. Well, that was rather quick. The temple fell faster than we could even say we were going to siege it. So that gives us a 100% war score. We're going to enforce our demands. Chief Ott gains 100 piety. He will gain rising prestige from the war contribution. Chief Amma is going to lose 100 piety, lose 100 prestige, and we will subjugate him. So we accept his surrender. The Estonian-Kexholmian subjugation war has ended. High Chief Ott of Estonia won. Let's go ahead and dismiss our personal levies. So quickly, just like that, we've gone from 2 counties to 4. And we've increased our power a little bit. One of the other new features here is infamy. And despite my expanding by 2 counties rather quickly here in the first 4 years of the game, our infamy hasn't gone up at all. So, which, you know, it's not like we've expanded that much and we're a giant threat to everybody around us. Basically, that's what the infamy rating is. You're a threat to everybody. And you're scary and people don't like it. You're infamous. The old wound has finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind. Ew! So I will lose the trait wounded and gain the trait scarred. Scarred actually gives me a monthly prestige increase of 0.10. So, you know, that's pretty good, actually. When part of your economy and being able to build things is based on prestige, I'm not going to complain too much. We have to get that prestige up pretty high, 300, before we can even build anything. We're sitting at 145 right now. We do have a dangerous faction. Let me guess, Chief Amma of Kakasalmi has issues with me. What could they be? I declared war? Wah. A short reign? Not as short as yours was, buddy. And wants a seat on the council. You know what? Are you any good? You have a 13 marshal building. Nope, you're not good enough. Sorry. Not gonna work, pal. You know what? You're just gonna have to be over there and be unhappy. And you're never gonna be strong enough. I should get somebody else. You know, Ingria probably doesn't like me too much, right? Nah. So he's gonna want to be on council as well. He has a 14 marshal building. I may have to put one of those gentlemen in as my marshal. It's probably going to be the best thing. At least keep one of them happy. So we'll go with Chief of Ingria, Ati. It's only a drop in 1 in martial skill, and you know, like I said, it's going to keep the man happy. And we'll keep him out of Ingria. We're going to have him over here training soldiers for us. We'll be good to go. Hopefully he will not join this faction now. We have one message over here. Chief Amma of Kakasalmi has founded the Independence faction. Oh, he founded the Independence faction. Gotcha. Excuse me. My court chaplain, Oni, tells me that his efforts at increasing religious fervor among the people have met with great success. A small army of zealots have converged at Tumpe, ready to serve me. Now I simply need to attack some suitable infidel before my recruits wander off in disgust. Praise the Great Bear. High Chief Ott's opinion of Oni changes by 15. So we got 297 guys here. Well, they're Remuva. I guess we could attack them. It's the only one different of a different religion close to us. Don't think we have another option. Everybody else is Sumanusko like us. Attacking, well, they're Slavic. Attacking Novgorod's probably not going to go well. I don't think that's the best thing for us. Or I could just sit and wait for them to wander off. These are Remuva as well down here. Alright, let's see. Latgale. What's your story, brother? You have 451 men, and I can't even declare war on you, so, yeah, you're not my neighbor. I guess that plan is a bust. And they are all Sumanusko, so I'm not going to be able to use them for that either. This may have been a waste. Either I'll have to come up with a plan or use them for something else. If I try to attack Livonia here, they probably, if I recall correctly, they're not going to fight for me because they are of the same religion. So I guess for now we'll just let them sit, and they'll probably wander off in disgust here in a bit because I didn't use them. My liege, my mission to Novgorod has so far been a success. Alright, our Chancellor is doing yeoman's work over here in Novgorod. And High Chief Radoslav, you know, he likes us. It's okay. Despite our religious differences, the fact that we're both ambitious. He's a fan, he is. So I could try to squeeze in one more attack here before this episode ends. That is a possibility. We have Karjala over here, High Chief Lamedi of Karelia, and he is High Chief of both of these, and he's not that large in army size. I don't know about statures. I didn't ask. It doesn't give me that stat. Or Chief Sampo of Savo is another possibility. He'd probably be the easier target, to be honest. He has no pacts with anybody. We could quickly take him via subjugation, and it looks like that's what we're gonna do. Let's raise our military again. Let's call in our vassals again. This time we are much bigger. We have 903 men. Well, I'm sorry. Some of those, we're going to take them along. If they fight, they fight. If they don't fight, they don't fight. It's the soldiers that we raised for religious reasons. My guess is that they're not going to fight with us. We can unfortunately not join your wars at this time. Oh, Chief Amma again. Really? Chief Otti, we cannot join, but good old Ilmar here, he is joining us. So, we're gonna band up into one group. Alar will lead it, and we will just plain old whoop up on them. I guess they did fight with us. I think they'll just get unhappy is how it goes. So they helped us fight. They ran off in retreat, and we will quickly siege. We're at 22% war score. My guess is this probably put us at 100, and it does. Victory. Our siege is done. Let me go ahead and offer white peace before I get into that. Enforce demands. High Chief Ott will gain 100 piety, will gain 58.32 prestige from war contribution. And Chief Sampo will lose 100 piety, lose 100 prestige, and he will be underneath me now. He is now subjugated. So Estonian Savolaxian subjugation war has ended. High Chief Ott of Estonia won! Everybody lies, and the courtiers in Calavan are no exception. One of them dared to speak up and tell me I'm too cynical, and not everybody lies. Then I knew they all lied. Ladolam reacts to the accusations. After Ladolam told me not everybody lies, I almost started laughing. I told him that if he could prove that, I would start believing in mankind again. It could happen, right? Ladolim's opinion of High Chief Ott changes by -10 for 2 years. Despises cynicism, and I will have a 20% chance of gaining the trait cynical. Or did I lose the trait cynical? I believe that's what happened. I lost the trait cynical. So we're actually not cynical now. Let's see. Uto Savolainen has been released from High Chief Ott Estonia's dungeon. Same with Testo Savolainen. After successful siege is when we captured them. There's the messages saying that they've been imprisoned. Dangerous factions. Chief Amma is back at it again with his faction request. Let's go ahead and dismiss our levies. And just like that, this episode we've gone from 2 counties to 5. And that is where we're going to leave it. 28 January 775. Let me do the intelligent thing here and save this game, Estonia. I thank you for joining me on episode 2 of Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, Conclave. I am Cringer63, and I hope to see you in episode 3, which I will have out shortly. Thank you.